To this day, I have trauma from any type of tunnel. The abandoned tunnel. As a child, I lived with my family in a village near an abandoned train station. My friends and I used to spend the whole afternoon playing near the train tunnel that had been deactivated for a long time. We loved staying there, talking and playing lots of games. We had never entered that dark tunnel that was very close by, because it was very dark and we were very scared. Whenever we went past the time to return home, my mother would go there to pick us up. One day, when we were playing football, when we kicked the ball hard, it went into the tunnel, which was very long. So, we looked at each other and made a bet on whoever had the courage to get the ball inside the tunnel. So I decided to take the ball and prove that I wasn't afraid of anything. And my friends stood outside waiting for me. When I arrived at the entrance to the tunnel, I felt a great shiver, as it was very dark inside. I started to enter and walk very slowly. When I was inside, I heard a strange noise, and suddenly a lot of bats started coming out. So I stayed down until they left. I was very scared at the moment I thought about giving up and going back. But I continued to go deeper, always looking at the ground and looking for the ball, but it was very dark. When I was practically halfway through the tunnel, suddenly a small light appeared in the corner. About 20 meters from where I was, I, with my childlike innocence, thought it was a person with that light. So I started walking towards the light. I was already very close when I noticed that it really looked like a person. She was on her back with a hood on her head and a candle in her hands, and I started to get even closer and said hello, but the one who looked like a person didn't answer me. So I asked, "Are you okay? Have you seen any balls around here?" And even then he didn't answer me, and in my innocence I was all ready to close. That was when he turned to face me. I almost fainted at that moment. I didn't expect to see that. He looked like an old woman and had red eyes and black lips and peeling skin. And he gave a horrible laugh, which made my hair stand on end, with his sharp teeth and blood coming out of his mouth. I didn't think much and ran away shouting help. I didn't even look back. When we were almost getting close to the exit, I decided to look, but I didn't see anything because it was very dark. When I looked ahead again, I came across that horrible monster next to me, and it held me, and that was when I started to have several supernatural visions at that moment. In the visions, I saw all my friends and family dead and torn apart. It was a strange place full of fire and maggots, and I heard a lot of screams and calls for help. That was when a horrible creature came and ripped my heart out of my chest. In my visions, everything seemed real. That was when I heard my mother's voice, and when I opened my eyes, I was lying inside the tunnel. My mother and my neighbors and also my friends were all around me, wondering what happened to me. Why hadn't I left the tunnel? I was completely disoriented and couldn't explain it. So they took me home, and that's when I was able to tell them what had happened to me. The police were called, but nothing was found in that tunnel. Today, I carry this trauma with me, and I have never been able to forget it. I know that what happened to me was very real.